Hi, everyone, and welcome. Good evening. I'm so happy and excited to be with you all. Happy July. Thank you so much for letting me postpone our call until tonight. We had some incredible updates and inspiration to share with you after an awesome Laguna Beach meeting and conference. And so we're thrilled to be bringing you a lot of that inspiration tonight as we come together. So thanks, everybody, for hopping on. I'm going to get us started with June recognition. We had a rock June. And so let me just get the ball rolling here with our top achievers for our nation. Our top sponsor, coming in with 12 personally sponsored 150 PCs or consultants, is Spitznagel from North Huntington, PA. Congratulations, girl. So excited. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, rocking and rolling, Lovey. It's so good. And our top district manager, Melissa Montani. Melissa had almost 7,500 in her central district. So that is, yes, looking right at area qualification. Congratulations, Mel. We're so proud of you. Way to go, sister. I'm glad you're enjoying your evening on the deck and listening to all of us. Top area manager, again from North Huntington, Tip Spitznagel. Congratulations, Tip. 32,585. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. Hello, Region Qual. So excited for you guys. This is so phenomenal for your team and very well deserved. So we're really, really excited for you all as you push through and ignite your summer. Our top region from Pittsburgh goes to Kendyll, Travers, 71,295 in your central region. Way to go, girl. Way to go. That's awesome. It's so much fun. And we have several DM bonus achievers for the month of June. Just as a reminder to all of us on the call, what that entails is when you have in your personal business 5,000 volume in your group, in your group of business, plus 5 sponsored within your group, and that can be preferred clients or consultants among your team, that gets you an extra $200 cash bonus from Arbonne. So our district managers, achievers are Rhiannon Carlson from Orland, California. Way to go, girl. Alyssa Cavallero from Pittsburgh, PA. So excited. She's being a believer tonight. She's not on the call with us. Melissa Ladner, Klamath Falls, Oregon. Way to go, Melissa. Kimberly Graham from Sparks, Nevada. And Kimberly's had a phenomenal birthday season. She just came back from her home state of Montana. Welcome home, Kim. Emily Heinecke from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're so excited for you, love. Way to go. Totally hit her goals out of the park for last month. So we're thrilled for you, Em. Way to go. And Katie Miller from Cannonsburg, PA. This is awesome. Huge achievement, Katie. Congratulations. Melissa Montani from Mars. Hello, sister. So excited for everything fun going on in your team. And Tiffany Spitznagel from North Huntington, Pennsylvania. Way to go, Tiff. And so excited for you guys. And Jessie Wagner. And Jessie's from Monroeville, Pennsylvania, and doing phenomenal as one of our newer area manager team members. So congratulations to our district manager bonus achievers. Way to go, everybody. So excited for you. Our area manager bonus earners, this is when you have in your central area, your central business, 20,000 volume as a team and 10 new sponsored anywhere in your area. So that's what constitutes area manager bonus, and that is a $400 bonus. So pretty exciting for our area manager bonus achievers. Rhiannon Carlson, Alyssa Cavallero, Tiffany Spitznagel, and Kendyll Travers. Way to go, you guys. Congratulations. We're so excited for you. Raising the roof, right, sisses? And our RVP bonus achiever with over 60,000 in our central region goes to Kendyll Travers. Congratulations. We're so excited. Way to go, you guys. Way to come together as a team and make exciting stuff happen. And so we're seeing that continue through these summer months. They can be sizzling in the summer, or sometimes they can be not so sizzling, but you guys are keeping the energy high and momentum is clear and fabulous. So I'm so tickled for that. I am going to, because we have several who are in qualification for management levels, I am going to first invite Lynn Carpenter. She's our Executive Regional Vice President from Sparks, Nevada, to hop on the line with us. Next, I'll have Kendyll and then Rhiannon. And we're doing recognition. We're pooling our resources tonight because we do have several of our leadership team who have other commitments this evening. So thank you, Lynn, for starting us off. Hello, darling. Maybe I have to unmute you. Let me see. Oh, okay. Did that? I think. Try.
Hello, Becky. I am not prepared to announce, which I'm extremely embarrassed about. So, coupa on me. Okay.
No, I am sorry. I should have gotten you that information.
You could have just kept me mute.
Lynn and I are going to do a little synchronized dance movement here. So bear with us as we acknowledge. We have 2 team members in qualification at the 2,500 level for district manager locally. And they happen to be on Kimberly Graham's team. And we're so excited because these 2 joined their business at about the same time. And we all know what fun that is when you have someone who partners with you right away. It's so much fun working this business as a partnership team. So Denise James from Sparks, Nevada is sponsored by Kim Graham, and Denise is in qualification for district manager. And Crystal Grovat from Sparks, Nevada is sponsored by her dear friend Denise James. And so we are so excited. These beautiful gals just launched this month, so they were rocking and rolling and already hit DM qualification in the month of June. So way to go, you guys. Lynn and I are so excited.
Good job.
Sorry about that, Linny. I should have gotten that too. Oh, I apologize. Thank you. And I'm so glad to see your beautiful face. Thanks for hopping on. All right, Kendyll girl, I'm going to have you hop on with us. And
Hi.
Kendyll is from Pittsburgh. I think I mentioned that before. And she is excited to acknowledge some great things happening in the Pittsburgh Kendyll Travers Transformation Nation. Hello.
Thanks. Hi. Okay, so we have 2 new people in qualification for district manager, and that is at the $2,500 level. That's Carly Bailey from Clareton, PA, sponsored by Emily Heineke, and Kelly Grosser from Pottstown, PA, sponsored by Melissa Montani.
Awesome. Congratulations, you guys. So excited and cheering you to a strong finish in the month of July. This is a great time to make this promotion happen. So congratulations. And I will invite Rhiannon on the line with us because she has some exciting news for her team, and actually a team member who's not local to her. And we know that sometimes there is power in working this business when your leaders are not are away from the area where you happen to be. So this is celebrating one such case. So I'll turn it over to you, Rhiannon.
All right, thank you. We have a new district manager, and that is Rachel Aha in Buckeye, Arizona. And I'm so excited for her because, like Becky said, she's down there all by herself, and she made it happen. So good job, Rachel.
Congratulations. Way to go. We're so excited for you, Rachel. And I'm so sorry I've been mispronouncing your name this whole time. Aha, aha. I can remember that. Aha, hello. So thrilled for your new district manager promoted in Buckeye, Arizona, Rachel Aha. So congratulations. Thank you all for helping me with recognition tonight. I want to take a quick minute and just give you all an update. I know we've had several of our extended family in our prayers, and we continue to keep them in our prayers. I had the benefit of seeing one of our sideline sisters, and that's Sarah Wilson from Arkansas. I happened to get a chance to see her just yesterday, and she's looking fabulous, feeling great. She continues her journey as a breast cancer survivor after having a double mastectomy, and so please continue to keep her in our prayers. And also our dear sideline sister up in Portland, Oregon, who is also going through breast cancer treatment, Shayna Grossclose. Thank you for keeping them in our prayers. And our beloved extended family members, Mike West, Justin Pierce, Dan Carpenter Sr., and anyone else you wish to elevate and lift up in prayer. Thank you all for keeping that on your hearts and on your minds, so that we continue to elevate them and ask God to continue their journey in health and wellness and vibrant life. So thank you guys. And I was so excited that I got to give a little aha to Sarah Wilson from all of you. So she really appreciated that. And I told her that we pray for her every single time we come together as a team. And that meant so much to her. So thank you for continuing to do that. I am going to bring Kendyll back on the line in just a moment, but I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek at a surprise that we are planning for part of our home office family. Many of you know, all of you I think know, that our home office is located in Irvine, California, but we have a customer service call center that is centered in Dallas, Texas. And several of you have fast friends that you've developed with our customer service team, both in Irvine and Dallas. But as you'll hear shortly from Kendyll, sometimes the Dallas call center team doesn't necessarily get a chance to be loved on and appreciated, in part because they're not close to the home office. And so I really am tickled that Kendyll's going to share a little insight about what happened when she was able to fly through Dallas not too long ago. And then we're going to talk about what we're going to be able to do as a team to give them special acknowledgement. And like I said, it's kind of a surprise that's bubbling up on their radar, so they don't even know really that this is planning and happening. But Kendyll, would you mind coming on and just sharing what happened when you did your flyby through Dallas? Our world traveler. Kendyll's our world traveler. So she's all over the world, and she happened to fly through Dallas. What happened?
Yeah, thanks. I went with Mike on a work trip that he had there, and I was calling VP support about an issue that I had, and started talking to this woman who was so nice. Her name was Deb, and she was like, "Oh, you're in Dallas, we're in Dallas." And I think at the time I didn't even realize that we had a call center there. And she said, "You know, you should come and see us." And I was like, "Oh my God, I can do that?" Like, I didn't even know. So I set up a time for the next day, and I just took a cab over to the call center where I was. And the first thing that I noticed was it was so urbanized. Like, when you go into a normal call center or a normal office for any other company, any other business, you know, it's a little bit cubicled off, not really exciting. No one's really happy. And while it did kind of look like that, there was like just flair everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was like posters and streamers and like everybody had their own take on their cubicle or their desk or whatever. And so that was kind of exciting. But every single person that I had the pleasure of meeting, no matter what they did there, no matter what their job was there, was so grateful that I was there. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you guys rule my life. You fix everything. I'm so happy with our customer service. You guys are amazing. And they just kept saying, like, no one comes to see us. Everybody goes to Irvine all the time. And I was like, well, we're going to change that now. It was incredible. I mean, they gave me a tour of everything. Deb, who was a call center employee, right? Employed by Arbonne, not a consultant. I made a joke about how we were going to run out of fizz sticks before the end of our trip. She gave me her own personal box of fizz sticks. Like, handed it to me, would not let me take no for an answer. They told me a couple secret things while I was there too at the time about the new website, which was fun. But they just were so nice, and they loved it, and they love talking to us, and they really do. I think Arbonne gives them a lot of love, and I think that we're super nice to them on the phone, and I think that we do a good job at communicating with them, but I don't think we do a good enough job of telling them how much we appreciate them. Like, we love on each other so much, and I think we should do that to them a little bit more. When I got home, I think at our meeting, we signed a card, sent a couple boxes of fizz sticks and some Arbonne products and some other things to the call center in care of Deb. And I mean, like, they know who we are. When you start to call them all the time for 9 years, like, they know about your family. They knew I was getting married. They knew about my kids. Like, it was incredible. And so it was an amazing experience. I love that this is who we are as a company, and that just translates through them. And I'm glad that, Becky, you're taking the initiative to do something for them and including us all in that, because that's not going to go unnoticed. They're going to be crazy, crazy thankful and just love that we are loving on them, which is what we should do all the time. So thank you for initiating that.
Kendyll, I love you. I think that's so fun that that Deb gave you fizz sticks.
Yeah, wait, one more thing is that I took that tour and I met another girl named Kendyll there, which was funny. And so she became my Facebook friend. And Alyssa and I were in line buying our products at GTC, and this girl was like, I know you. I'm like, are you in Arbonne? She was like working at the counter at GTC. She's like, well, no, I work for the home office. And I was like, well, I've never been to the home office. She's like, no, I work in Dallas. Is your name Kendyll? And it was her. She had lost like 100 pounds on Arbonne's products. I didn't even recognize her. And I just like lost my mind. And then we got upset because all of the I Want It All sets were sold out. Other than that, it was fine. But it was funny that she was like, I remember you coming. I have a picture of you on my Facebook page. And you guys were so nice to us. And I was blown away. It was really awesome. So they love us and we love them. We should treat them as well as we treat each other.
That is so cool. Honey, thank you so much. I mean, Kendyll's point is so valid, you guys. They look at us as celebrities. Totally. And so when we call, of course, they see our profile picture, all of that stuff. And so they literally know each face and each name that comes across their desk. And we think that we've had challenges adapted to the new website. Can you imagine what their job has been like?
And there's not that many of them. Like right. There's not there, I don't know the actual number, but we're maybe all talking to 100 people. Like, we're going to get the same people more than once. And you're right. They know who we are. They see our info. They want to know us. So just make small talk with them and love on them as much as you can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so here's the opportunity that we're bringing forward to those who are interested in participating. There are, yesterday I was able to connect with Ryan, who is now in charge of our call team in Dallas, and he's under Glenn Clages, who is the main customer support guy. And so he shared that there are 120 people at the Dallas call center right now. My family and I will be happening to go through Dallas in a couple weeks from now as a part of our family time. But we definitely wanted to stop by and see the Dallas call center. So we're going to, as a team, bring in lunch for the call center folks. And I would love to have each of you write one or two just quick thank you cards, address it to our Dallas team, our beloved Dallas team, whatever you want to do. Sign your personal name and where you're from. So Becky Humphrey, Sparks, Nevada. Sign that as a part of your card. And if you wish to do a cash donation or a check donation to the luncheon, that is absolutely appreciated because I am going to love on them as a part of our whole entire team, and you can send that to me. So the timeline here is a little bit important because I leave in a little over a week, and so if you'd like to do that and be a part of it, I'd love to have you pop that stuff in the mail to me by this Saturday so that I can get it in time. And we'll be bringing in lunch. Ryan said that many of the call center folks are doing clean eating right now and doing their transformation journey. So we'll definitely make it kind of clean and healthy for those that want that. But it's going to be a phenomenal event. And I'm so excited to be able to take all of our love from this incredible, incredible team of amazing women and men that we have and just pour that all over them and love on them because they're so deserving of it. And I think that they will be blown away by your generosity. So thank you in advance for partnering with me to do that. And like I said, I'll have a little blurb out on the Facebook pages tonight so you know exactly the steps and what I need you to do and what the deadline is. But I so appreciate you guys partnering with me. I would love to have each and every one of them have a personalized thank you. So I think that we can do that. I think we can do 120 thank you notes. I'm totally feeling confident about it.
Can you give everyone your address, Becky, or are you going to post that?
I will do that tonight so that you guys have, I'll make up a little red stamp doodad, and then that way you'll have my my mailing address. You'll know where to send things, and just send the thank you notes in the little thank you envelope. Don't go to the store and get anything fancy. Just grab what you have at home, jot out a few thank you notes if you have time, and pop them in the mail to me. I would be so grateful. So thank you, Kendyll. I love hearing that story because it was an eye-opener to me. I had no idea that the call center felt the way they did and that they were so excited when they have visitors. But it totally makes sense because we know we get so excited when we're around one another. So I appreciate that. And before I get into our announcements and updates from the MVP forum yesterday, I want to lift and elevate Rhiannon's mom. She just learned a couple weeks ago. Her mom's name is Debbie Kubik, and her mom has been diagnosed with breast cancer. So if we could all lift up Rhiannon's mom, Debbie, in our prayers and send her love and best wishes, I know that that would mean the world to Rhiannon and all of our extended family. So we love you, honey. I wanted to say that before she does her training because I know I don't want her crying. I know how this girl works. I know how that happens. Oh gosh. Okay, you guys. So what I'll do now, I'll give you some updates of what I learned. I tell you what, we have the most powerful team at the home office. I don't know if you've happened to see any Facebook posts from the beautiful stage with Arbonne's gorgeous tree behind all of the, sorry, Kendyll, I'm trying to take it off of you. I love you, honey, but I love you. I know you don't want to be spotlighted the whole time. I know how this works. I know. Oh, well, it's okay. Not a biggie. Oh, I'm on full screen now. Okay, well. Sorry, love. Not a biggie. All right. Okay, we'll go back to gallery view. I'll do what I can. Oh, maybe I can do this. No. Okay, yes. Thanks, you guys, for bearing with me. Technological difficulties. I should have someone doing this for me while I do these calls, right? Seriously. Okay, well, Kendyll, you get to be on the big screen for a while. So here's some updates that we have from the home office, you guys. And I tell you what, seeing all of the home office team up there on stage together is absolutely phenomenal. I get giddy. I have goosebumps when I see Kay and Ashley and Steon and all of our incredible home office team up there together because they're just absolute rock stars. And it really shows how well Kay has encouraged personal leadership within her team, but also collective coming together for the greater good. I think that she is absolutely gifted, and we're so lucky to have her as our CEO, right? We absolutely know that. So what I want to impart is a couple special nuggets before I bring Rhiannon on to talk about her special part of the weekend down at Laguna Beach. And exciting updates from Kay. Our New Zealand launch that just happened in June exceeded 4 times the forecast of what Arbonne was expecting. And so they have now in the country 1,000 new preferred clients and 1,000 new consultants as of June 2nd. I guess we launched on June 2nd. So that's pretty exciting. And of course, there's still a ton of buzz at the home office and beyond for our Taiwan launch. This is a big deal, you guys, because of the presence, the position that Taiwan has in the global marketplace for direct selling. Even though it's a relatively small country population-wise, 23.5 million people, it's actually number 13 in the world in terms of direct selling dollars. That's a big deal. And you think about the big 6, which would be US, Canada, UK, Germany, and then a few other European countries. That's huge that Arbonne is number 13 in the global sphere. So we have an exciting opportunity at our fingertips. And you might have seen that the proportion of what has happened with other network marketing companies, by and large, they're Asian markets tend to do nearly half, 40% of their global business. So this is the time to be talking about or asking people in your circle, who do you know? Who do you know who has ties to Taiwan? Whether they are, here in the US, whether they are exclusively in Taiwan. Of course, we can't prospect them too much in Taiwan yet, but if we have connections here, we can absolutely start fostering those connections and talking to those folks so that we're positioned to have a strong launch in Taiwan. So I was really excited and giddy when I heard that, because it just shows the power of what's possible. One thing that will be coming to all of us in an online form, and I'm sure that it's going to be available to us in a print format as well, on August 1st, Arbonne is bringing forward something that they called a brand book, and I'm going to do my best to give a little visual of what the brand book is. This is the brand book, and the cool thing about what it is sorry, you guys. The cool thing about what it is that it has really our positioning of what the Arbonne brand is all about. And you'll see that a lot of the influences are things that we already see throughout our Arbonne website and our catalog as well. And what Arbonne is doing by releasing this was a project under Michael's helm as our creative director. And so what his team is positioning this as is kind of a focus or a reference for us, so that we keep things consistent within the color palettes, the whites, the greens, the nature aspects of what our brand's all about. He said you'll always see in Arbonne visual science blended with nature. So you see those cute little beakers that are science-based along with the natural products. And they even include at the back of the reference, for those of you who love designing, little sneak peek at packaging to come. But they even have a little sneak peek of what like our Pantone colors are and our fonts are. Isn't this beautiful? So it just really helps us to have visuals. Many of these images are on our digital media toolkit. But they also have like the actual logos involved in terms of the colors. They give us Pantone colors. So that's super, super helpful when we're designing things. We can align with what we are creating by referencing the lookbook. And I didn't even know, like this font page that they give us, I didn't even know what the font was. It's Helvetica font, which happens to be a Swiss font. So everything ties back to Arbonne's mission and culture. I had no idea. Isn't that awesome? So this is a great reference guide. Like I said, it will be available online in the digital toolbox or the up close portion. But they gave us a nice copy of this brand book as a part of our gift at the US MVP Forum. And I love it. It's gorgeous. Another little tidbit that Michael shared, it was really cute because Kay actually brought this to our attention. She's like, you know, one thing that Michael feels would be helpful for any Arbonne consultant to do as they get up and get about to their day is doing what he does in the morning. And she said, well, first he gets his cup of coffee. Next, he gives his dog some water. So those of you who aren't coffee drinkers, clearly you're not going to duplicate what Michael does in that sense. But she said the next two things are critical. He looks at the back order report right away in the morning, and he looks at the up close to see what news needs to be at his fingertips so that he can be prepared for his day. And I thought, you know what, that's such a simple two-step process that would probably go a long way to help us identify for our teams and for ourselves what might otherwise become hiccups in a day or a week. So look at the back order report and look at the up close at some point in your day, and we'll probably go a long ways to helping to save ourselves a call into customer service for certain issues. So I thought that that was really cute. They get along so well, that home office group. At one point I saw Dr. Peter and Michael like rubbing each other's head, and I'm like, okay, well, cute. I love it. I love it. I think it's great they get along so well. Clinical study with our Genius Ultra. They are putting the finishing touches on the documents that will be uploaded and available at our fingertips through the up close. But they're doing a split face study. So of course, one half using the products only, that would be the Lift and Contour Eye Cream and our intensive renewal serum, and then the other half of the face, they're using the products along with Genius Ultra for a minute duration in that particular part of the face or the eye or the neck for twice a day. So a minute duration for twice a day, and that's important, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. And we're seeing already phenomenal results. They're taking snapshots as a baseline, so the before shot, and then at day 3, they're taking a photo, and then again at day 30. And so those before and afters, if you will, the clinical study portion that they're doing with 50 clinical subjects right now will be released shortly. So they're really asking us at the home office, because we know the deal. Facts tell, but stories sell. And for us in our business, before and afters are a huge part of marketing the brilliance of the Genius Ultra device. And so they do encourage us to take before and after pictures, kind of in that 30-day perspective, exactly what the home office has done with our clinical trials. And if you have any questions about doing that, in fact, I advise you to go on to the up close portion of the source, and it has a guideline for Arbonne independent consultants sharing your testimonial. So it has do's and don'ts on how to construct a good testimonial that has a likelihood of being approved by Arbonne if you're so willing to release your before and afters. And they need that information from us, you guys. We all know that it's imperative for when we're sharing on social media that you're either sharing your own personal before and afters, but better yet, if they've been sanctioned and been approved by the home office. And they have given us a specific email to send the documentation to, and I believe it's before and after at arbonne.com. It's at the bottom of that sharing your testimonial document. So if nothing else, if you haven't received your Ultra device, which I have not yet received mine from GTC, take a before picture now, if nothing else, and then that way you'll be ready to rock. The other part of that that's critical, they did say, is that they want people to use it twice a day if they're submitting before and afters for a minute duration. So if you're using it around an eye area, for instance, they want you to use it for a minute around the eye area twice a day, morning and nighttime. If you're doing it on your neck, they want you to use it for a minute on your neck. Does that kind of make sense? Twice a day. That way it's congruent and everything matches up. So I thought that that was a great tip. Okay. They gave us a sneak peek at holiday, which is so fun. Oh my goodness, several new products. And then of course they're bringing back favorites from our recent past too. And a point that's a little bit different this year, in the past we've been able to pre-order holiday when we've gone to our Impact Training Tour. That's not gonna be the case this year. They're waiting until September 1 to open up orders for holiday. So that's something critical. We will, however, have the Darling brochures that are a little bit smaller than the catalogs and definitely thinner, a nice little adjunct to what we have to our catalogs. We're gonna have those by August 1st. So you'll be able to have your hands on what the products are gonna be in your I Want It All set, but you won't actually be able to physically place your order and get it shipping this way until September 1. And that's across the board for anyone in Arbonne this year. So those are some of the big highlights. If you have specific questions, feel free to message me or post it on your team Facebook page, and I'll be looking at those diligently to see if I can get an answer back to you. You might have some product-related questions or some website-related questions, and definitely some of that information we get circulated through our home office team. They do a great job of that, but rather than whittle away our precious time before Rhiannon speaks, I definitely want to maximize our time and have her share on her amazing, amazing weekend with Deanna. So as I bring Rhiannon on the line to share with us tonight, what I want you to know about Rhiannon is that she, and I didn't ask her if she would share a little bit of her story, but I think that she would be open to doing that, is that she has always been kind of a silent giant in our business. You know, she said yes to the business, not right away. She was a product user for a couple years before she decided to make a go of this, and talk about making it a go. She has been an absolute pace setter. She leads from the front. She is definitely the best leader on her team, and has given a phenomenal phenomenal path to and a platform for success for anyone who chooses to say yes to Arbonne. She's definitely there to partner with them and help them every step of the way. So she is a phenomenal person, friend, dear heart, steely outside, but dear heart. And I love that. She is like maybe an ultimate paradox. And I know that that's one of the things we absolutely love about her, but I can't wait for her to share on her heart and what were some of the most exciting things from her Laguna Beach Challenge. She was our team earner for the Laguna Beach Challenge 2016. So without further ado, Rhiannon, I'll have you come online.
All right. Thank you, Becky, for the intro. And it's funny that you said silent giant, because when you asked me to talk tonight, and you said I could take as much or as little time as I wanted, it kind of freaked me out, because you guys know that I don't generally talk for a long period of time. So I made notes, though. So I wrote it all down of what I want to say, so that hopefully I get all the information out, because it was a jam-packed, amazing weekend. I told my team the other day when I was driving home, it was my second favorite trip that I've gone on with Arbonne, and the first one was another challenge of Deanna Herron. So with that being said, make sure whenever Deanna Herron puts out a challenge, you earn it, no matter what it is. So the Laguna Challenge was put out last summer in August, and right when it was announced, you were supposed to let your VP know that you were in and that you planned on earning the challenge. And you had from September 1st through January 1st to promote 3 direct districts. And also by January 1st, you needed to be at least a area manager. Am I on? Am I good? It just said my internet connection is unstable. Can you still hear me, Becky? Yes.
Yeah, you're good, honey. You're good.
You're good? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, that freaked me out when I saw that message. Anyway, so you have to be an area manager by January 1st. So Deanna was talking already about the 2017 Laguna Beach Challenge. And I just want you guys right now to already decide that you are going to earn this challenge. We got there on Saturday, and she rented a house for all of us to stay in. And we were greeted on our bed with a beach bag. I'll show you. I have it. Hang on. This cute beach bag. Some were turquoise and white. Some were pink and white. We had a handwritten note from her, very personalized. And we had this water bottle, which I don't know if you guys can see this. It says Fizz Stick Addiction with the Arbonne logo. How cute is that? So totally spoiled right off the bat. They had the house full of Fizz sticks, as far as you could see, which was amazing. Fit Chews protein and all kinds of food and snacks. So we did not have to worry about a thing once we got there. We were able to sit there for a couple hours and just kind of get to know people and connect and kind of just, get to know people. There was a few people that I knew, but then a lot of people that I didn't know, some Canadians that I had not met before. And then we went to dinner that night at Romari's Italian restaurant in Laguna Beach. And the significance of that restaurant is that was Petter's favorite restaurant. And so when we got there, we were a pretty large party, and they had 2 tables right when you walk in the door in this little corner. And someone had actually said this is kind of an awkward spot to put this big party, because people were having to walk in the front door and kind of shimmy us to get to the rest of the restaurant. And Sion showed up, and so we were able to have dinner with him. But he was talking about how him and his dad and their family used to go and eat at this restaurant. And he's like, yeah, every time we would come in here, we would sit at this table and in this corner. And it was so cool to hear that, because it was like, oh, the owners of this restaurant put us here because that's where Petter literally sat and ate his dinner. And so that was really cool. The food was amazing, of course, and looking right over the ocean was not too bad either. So then we went back to the house that night and just kind of hung out again, just talking about different things that, worked for some people in their business, things that people were struggling with. And then on Sunday, we got up and we headed out to the beach, and we spent the day laying on the beach. It was wonderful. Weather was perfect. again, Deanna had everything completely planned. Like I said, we had our the beach bag that she gave us. She also gave us towels already washed in her magical laundry detergent. And for those of you who have earned one of Deanna's challenges and have any of her laundry, she has a special detergent that smells amazing. And so we were all excited about that. But Emily, which is Deanna's daughter and assistant, she was amazing, over the top. She made us all lunch. We all went down to the beach. She packed a lunch and umbrella for us to be able to just sit there and really relax the whole day, not have to worry about, you know, let's go get drinks or let's go find lunch. And so it was so amazing just to have their thoughtfulness of going through everything to make sure that we were there to completely enjoy ourselves and just have a good time. We headed back to the house that afternoon, and Emily prepared a family-style dinner. They had this beautiful dining room table in the home that we were in, and so we all got to sit there. And oh, I should mention, when we were at dinner Saturday night, they presented us all with a yellow box, Kinder Scott box, and so Deanna gifted us all with this necklace. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's pretty cute. And then Saturday night or Sunday night when we were having dinner at the table, it was all very casual. You know, we were on the beach all day. We're tired, sitting in the sun. And so Emily would bring out like the first course, the second course. Well, the third course was another yellow box. And so we were all excited. And we got these earrings, and that was a gift from our direct national vice president. So thank you, Becky, for the earrings. I love them. And we just felt like the whole, like every moment was like something else that they just put like an extra cherry on top. Like, how could you spoil us any more than you already have? We had a pool in the backyard, so we were able to just go to jump in the pool if we wanted. And so Sunday, for those of you who are yellows and blues, you would appreciate this. They ended up having their own dance party in the kitchen. So everybody was dancing. Those of us who are reds were maybe a little more uncomfortable with it and maybe had to get drug out to dance, but it was fun. We all had a good time. And some of the things that I really took away from, you know, just talking to the people that were there, one of the things that stuck out the most in my mind was ENVP Danielle Pearson. I had never met her before, and she is incredible. And we were talking about kind of our journeys through Arbonne and how, you know, sometimes we get promoted to a certain level and we might be there for a while, and kind of that frustration of what that can feel like. And she shared that she was an RVP, I think she said for 5 or 6 years. And she said to really, which we've heard before, but she said to really embrace that journey and being able to share your story and your testimony with other people, because that's going to speak volumes to more people than just, you know, who can relate to that versus somebody. I mean, yeah, it's sexy. It's cool to be an MVP in 12 months, but for the average person to look at that and be like, I don't know if I could do that in 12 months. She said to really embrace that journey, no matter how long it takes you, as long as you just keep working your business, you're going to be at the top level in the company. And that was just really good to hear for me personally, because it's like, you know, every time you go to these things, your belief gets filled up, your confidence gets filled up, and it's just awesome to hear those things. Also, Gina Fryer, so she earned this challenge, and by her promoting those 3 district managers, she actually also just promoted to National Vice President June 1st after 9.5 years in Arbonne. So again, another story of someone who just kept working her business. It's taken her 9.5 years, but who cares? She's at the top of the company. But some of the things that just hearing her over the past few days, she's got such an amazing heart and such a great spirit. And she really inspired me to kind of dig a little deeper with my relationship with God. She's very spiritual, and it was just so inspiring to hear her and her journey and her faith. Another thing that I really liked from Danielle Pearson, we were talking about things that were working in our business, and someone had asked about dream teams, which a lot of times we do those, whether a dream team call or an event. And she said that she has changed the verbiage a little bit from dream team to a friends and family event when someone's starting their business. She says it sounds a little more intimate, and when you call and invite people, it just is a more relaxed environment and not, you know, having this big, scary dream team event. Will you come and join? Just simply saying, I'm having a friends and family event, and I'd love for you to be able to support me in my business, but for you to support me, you kind of need to know what I'm doing. So if you come to this event, I'd really appreciate it. What else do I have? Those are kind of my little nuggets and takeaways. Obviously, Deanna Herron, she's amazing, as you guys know, especially if you listen to her SoundCloud recordings and everything else. And I just, ever since that, I had this whole new, I feel like I have this whole new energy about me, and I'm literally sharing the business with everybody because I don't understand why everyone doesn't do this. Just being around those people, everyone's so different, and we have such unique backgrounds, and that's what makes this business so beautiful, is that we can all achieve our goals and make it to the top of this company. Does not matter what our past looks like, does not matter what our education or our occupation has been. We can do this business, you guys. It's not that hard. It's just that persistence and that belief in knowing that you're moving in the right direction. You're doing those little daily do's to work towards your goals. So I have a little, look, I told you I wasn't going to talk very long. That was kind of long for me, though. I have a call to action that I would like you guys to do. And I don't know if you can read it, but I will tell you what I did. So I want you to find some sort of card, note card, Post-it note. You probably need a big Post-it note, though, to write this down. And I want you to write, I will earn the 2017 Laguna Beach Challenge because I am a business builder magnet and a district manager producing machine. So I have this right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I will earn the 2017 Laguna Beach Challenge because I am a business builder magnet and a district manager producing machine. And then underneath that, number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because to get 3 people to promote to district manager, I mean, you know, we could all get lucky and the first 3 people we sponsor in August are going to promote to district manager, or whenever Deanna puts out the challenge. But I think we need to think bigger than that. So shoot for 6 new consultants on your team and get them in that funnel, get them in your pipeline, because even if they aren't, if you don't get all 6 of those to promote to district manager in the time frame of the challenge, you're going to have people in your funnel that will be promoting district manager over the first part of the year into the early part of next year. And guess what? Usually those district managers are what's going to count for the AIT trip for next year as well. Now, like I said, these trips haven't been announced, but this is just me kind of thinking, you know, and kind of getting those plans in place and setting those goals. So write it down on your card, put your 6 so that when you promote district managers, yeah, Kendyll, you can write down the names of the district managers that you promote. And if you don't know who you're going to talk to about the business, you should have another card or Post-it note with your top 5 and start talking to people about the business right now. Like whoever you think about, and that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. Literally, I'll think about somebody and I'm like, I'm messaging them right now. I'm going to call them right now. Like I need to talk to them and let them know. Keep it simple. Hey, I cannot stop thinking about you over this weekend when I was with these amazing women, and I just want to know, would you be interested in listening to a call if I send it to you? Or if I send you this call, would you be able to listen to this and I can contact you in the next couple of days? It does not hurt to ask, you guys. So I know you can all do it. I want you all to be there with me next year because as much as I love meeting new people from other teams, I want to be with everybody from the Humphreys Nation. So set those goals, write it down, and I'll see you guys in Laguna next summer. Becky, I'll turn it back to you. I can't hear you.
I'm coming on. Can you hear me now? Okay. That was awesome, Rhiannon. So good. I love the calls to action. I love both of them. If you don't mind sending me just a little photo of your card, that would be helpful because I'll attach it to our email and make sure that everyone hears your heart and hears the mad love that you have for people. Like you said, why would anyone say no to this opportunity? And I know that Rhiannon and I both have the visual of every one of you being at the beach next year. I mean, my thought is, let's fill up the whole hotel. Let's make Arbonne have to scramble and find accommodations for every other team because we're taking over the place. That's what I'm thinking. That is absolutely what can happen and what's possible when we set that intention. And I think it's so smart to, as Rhiannon said, listen and see who's put on our heart and act. You know, don't say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll connect with them on the weekend. Maybe they're busy right now. Don't overthink it, right? Just do. When you have that person on your heart, that is God speaking to you and putting that person on your heart for a reason. And shame on you for not reaching out and offering this very, very special gift. That's how I think of those opportunities when they come to me. I want to give a quote. This is not my words, and it's not the words of the beautiful person, the beautiful soul who shared this toward the end of our conference yesterday. Linda Lovelace has been in Arbonne over 26 years. She looks like she's 10, and she had her 60th birthday, I think, this year. She is an absolute dynamo, a beautiful person, soft heart. She would be the person that you would think, oh my goodness, you know, she has such a quiet spirit with her. She is an intuitive. Clearly, she listens well, talks little, just like our beloved Rhiannon, who just gave our training, did amazing. And that is probably the longest you've talked, sister. I'm impressed. Wow, that was good. But Linda said they had each EMVP who was sharing say why they started Arbonne in the first place. And she said, you know, initially I started Arbonne to put food on the table for my family. Then as I was able to achieve that goal, my second goal was to be able to relieve the financial burden that my husband had to continue to provide for our family. And the third goal was to help continue to live out Petter's vision of what he wanted for Arbonne. So beautiful soul. That tells you right there her heart and her love for people and for this company. But if you need a little recommendation for a book to take you through the rest of summer for your personal development, she highlighted a passage from the book called On Fire. And the tagline by the author is the 7 choices to ignite a radically inspired life on fire. And the neat story about John O'Leary, well, neat, challenging story about John. It's On Fire, the 7 choices to ignite a radically inspired life on fire. Longest title, but supposedly one of the best books on the planet. He survived a near-fatal fire at age 9 that was self-inflicted. He actually started it in his family's garage when his parents were out of town. It burned 100% of his body, and no one knew if he was going to live. So that is the premise of the author who wrote this book. Very interesting. But this is a passage that Linda read to our group before we departed yesterday. And I thought, oh my goodness, this woman, it just totally brings home and ties everything together of what Rhiannon did such a great job of sharing in her training. How dare we not give this as a gift to other people? How dare we keep this for ourselves? So here is the summation of the quote. What you are in love with will affect everything. It will decide what will get you out of bed in the morning, how you spend your weekends, what you read, what breaks your heart, and what amazes you with joy and gratitude. Fall in love, stay in love, and it will decide everything. Now, if you take that word love and replace it with the word fear, what does that get us? Let's read the passage again. What you fear will affect everything. It will decide what will get you out of bed in the morning, how you spend your weekends, what you read, what breaks your heart, and what amazes you with joy and gratitude. Fall into fear, stay in fear, and it will decide everything. Whether you choose to be seized by love or fear will affect everything that happens in your life. Fall in love, stay in love, and it will decide everything. Fall into fear, stay in fear, and it will decide everything. So the choice ultimately rests in us, and we know the choice that we need to make because there are so many waiting on us. We might be the only person that brings this opportunity forward to them in their whole lifetime. That's how we have to look and go forward with sharing this incredible business. And I know each and every one of you, because you have a servant heart, you are the biggest servant people, the biggest servant leaders on the planet. That's what you're all about, is love. So I cherish you all. I love you all. You are why I get up in the morning, why I continue to do this work that we do together. So I'm really excited to lock arms and be with you all at Laguna Beach next year. Love you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for everything that you do for each other and for Arbonne. You guys are such a blessing in my life. I love you.